What's going on, paisanos? V here, coming at you guys with another market watch today. Now guys, before I begin, I just want to say the reason I haven't uploaded a video this week is because I've had a little bit of a cold, so it's been kind of sporadic as far as my uploads. Normally I upload videos every single day, and for that, if you guys are watching this channel, I would like if you guys hit the subscribe button, like button, notification bell, and all that jazz. Because videos. Also guys, at the end of my video, I usually answer one of your questions. You guys type in #Q4V. I'll be able to answer one of your questions, so type it in. Ask a question. And at the end of my next market watch, I'll answer your question. Now, guys, moving on right into the market, guys, look at 2018 megatons. It's been a bluster the whole year, like non-stop. My thing with the 2018 megatons, every time I looked at it, I always said these tins are really good for ultra rares, but the secret rares were so lackluster, it doesn't warrant you buying tins. It's better to buy singles. And I'm still sticking to that. I mean, look at the 2018 megatons right now with an MSRP of $20. Saryuja is $20. Looking at Borolo Dragon is about $14, dropping in value obviously with the reprint. But like, there's no worth buying these tins unless you get them on fire sale. Like maybe a case of these on fire sale, and even that's a bad idea. It's just a bad investment to buy sealed Yu-Gi-Oh product way after its release. It's really rare that you can profit off sealed Yu-Gi-Oh product post initial release. You always want to get it early. You always want to be one of those guys that list it online the pre-order phase. You always want to be the guy that have it listed online the minute day one opens. Anytime after that, you're just taking a bath in money. The value is declining, because every Yu-Gi-Oh player is cracking these open, throwing these out there. Vendors are doing it, stones are doing it. It's just not a smart idea. It's better to go after Yu-Gi-Oh for the singles because it's a faster paced market, and when you go after for the singles, you can target the market and manipulate the market that way. And that is what it is when you're doing buyouts. You're manipulating the market. I mean, you're not just buying 50 of a card because you really like the card. Maybe you do, but realistically, you're buying it to spike the value of the card's price, and then people freak out, and then they buy, and then you sell. It's kind of how it works in the market at times. But looking at 2018 megatons, once again, Saryuja is holding roughly around a $20 price point. Borolo Dragon's $14. Evenly Match is exactly at $15, under its $17 market price. Master Beast, Mythical Beast Master Cerebus was like $2, but now it's actually roughly around $8 to almost near $10 in price point. Inspector Border, I'm expecting to go up in value. I think Ultra Guys at the end of the month can be a good deck, or just in general, it's just a good deck, a good card to get. It's just a good thing to get Inspector Border. In case you guys worried about that Necros, you slap Inspector Border down. It's kind of, it's pretty decent, I guess. Electro-Knights also, we have them going roughly around $6.50, almost near $7 for Megaton Electro-Knights. This card is always like $2-3. And then you got other cards like Topological Bomb Dragon. Once again, these are cards you buy for this. You buy the singles of these. I personally like the Megaton Ultra Rares. I think there's good value in them. I think there's great potential. But looking at it right now, I think there's just nothing secret-wise in Megatons besides maybe Mythical Beast Master Cerebus that has any initial price jump in the near future. And to be honest with you, this could also be hype. Moving forward, guys, let's talk about OTS Pack 10 and how the fact that we kind of know what we're getting. We have a good indication what we're getting OTS Pack 10. If I had to make a prediction based off what Konami's already told us in OTS Pack 10, we already know we're getting the Orcus Galatea, the Ultimate Rare. I think for Thunder Dragons, it should be obvious that we're getting Colossus. And for Strikers, it should be Hayate. That should be our 3 Ultimate Rares. Not a huge OTS pack, to be honest with you, as far as Ultimate Rares, but it's not bad. I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh players, some want Galatea, some want Colossus, and Striker players get more stuff because why not? They paid enough goddamn money to deserve it. Super Rares, we're going to see Salaman Greats get the Sunlight Wolf, so they're going to be happy. Hiita for, once again, Sky Strikers and Salaman Greats. Hopefully we get more Super Rare cards. Now, once again, there's not much you can do right now with the current meta, looking at what it is for Super Rares. I think a lot of great reprints could be done in this Super Rare set, but then looking at future things like the new Mega Tins, which is that little Pharaoh box thing, I don't know if Konami's going to do a Super Rare version and then release a secret version of any of these cards. Some Yu-Gi-Oh players are saying Sky Striker, some playing saying Call by the Grave, and these are all phenomenal cards. Don't get me wrong, these are great cards. I just don't know Konami's going to release a print now and then do it again later. That'd be cool if they did, but the odds are relatively not likely. But looking at OTS Pack 9 for what it is right now, and this is my indication of OTS card packs, like 9, and I'll show you guys 8 in a second, and what I think is real value in these. What I think is not just current value, because current value OTS Pack 9 was Shizuku. Current value OTS Pack 9 was Lycoris. Elamateo Strauss was the low value. And then you gotta look at OTS Pack 9 and go, this is good now, this is good in the future. And that's how you look at this OTS pack value. And that's how you just, approach it. Looking at Strauss, obviously went up in higher in value because it has great future potential. Suzuki and Lycurus really doesn't. It's current meta potential. Looking at OTS Pack 8, which is my favorite one as far as like the nearest OTS pack that we can see great potential and prices, is looking at a hand trap. Like if Konami made a hand trap Ultimate Rare, if Konami made Ash Blossom Ultimate Rare, OTS Pack 10 would be a blowout OTS pack. It'd be Ash Blossom, that's future meta, and then current meta would be something like Thunder Dragon Colossus, and that'd be great if they made like Widow Anchor Ultimate Rare, because you make it Engage, so give us Widow Anchor, it kind of bounce out a little bit, or even Engage Ultimate Rare. Wow, that'd be amazing. But then it would have happened. I don't think it's going to. But that would be great potential. You got future meta, you got future cards, one future card, a hand trap, which definitely go up in the future, and you have current, and that's a stabilized OTS pack in my opinion. Looking at super rares, they always vary, ultimately they always decline in value. Looking at OTS, even OTS 8s with like Machine Dupe, and it's just high 385. After that, you got other cards like $2 or less. They just go down in value. But yeah, this is why I think it should be how every OTS should have this. They should have the future value and the current meta value. Looking at OTS Pack 10, it doesn't look like it's gonna be that way. Konami's teasing us about it. Now they could give us instead of an ultimate rare Hayate, it could be like a super rare version of like Widow Anchor, and it's like, all right, good. And then we get like a hand trap, and we're like, oh, Konami, oh, thank you, you guys, too kind to us. That would make a lot more sense. And I think Ash Blossom and Ultimate Rare wouldn't be surprised being the fact that Ash Blossom has been given the Ghost Ogre treatment with all the reprints. It's no surprise whatsoever. Moving forward though, looking at Ghost Ogre Soul Rabbit, it's about $73. Terraforming is about $40. I don't know if when Konami made this, obviously these were the hot cards, but I don't know if they knew this card, a blanket field spell deck thinner, would be good. But guess what? It kind of is a good card. So yeah, Terraforming holding roughly around $40. And since we had another wave of OTS Pack 5, Whiptails will be roughly around $14. It's gonna go back up. It's gonna hit 20 again. It's gonna do it. So like, I'm not sure if you guys know this now, but you kind of want to look at this card too, because this might have future potential. But yeah, no, Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit, $73. I mean, Ash is going to be a lot higher. Obviously, we'll see more play. But don't expect the Ash to be anything like, don't expect it to tank if it came out Ultimate Rare. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Infinity Chasers. Remember when the set came out and everyone freaked out about Creation and Sergio? Don't. Look at Infinity Chasers. We're seeing Creation hit a roughly around $28 price point, which has declined a little bit. Market price has a card roughly around $31. And Sergio, $24 market price. Card was a little bit around 30s, wasn't it? Well, now it's about $22.50 for these two cards. And once again, it's still expensive. It's still not good enough. I think that these need to get secret rare reprints at their secret rare rarity. And once it happens, it's going to decline in value. Moving forward, guys, let's talk about Savage Strike. And Fantastical Dragon Phantasme, still $100. $100 still. Now, this card it's almost at the level of Ash Blossom and Dragonic Diagram. And Infinite Permanence, in which after it came out, it was a little bit lower, and then it spiked up in value, and then it stabilized at that value, and that's where it's been. Fantastical Dragon Phantasme has not moved from $100. It's not hit $80. It's not hit $70. It's went up to $100, $115 at max price point, and stood about $100 for this card. Now, I like this card a lot. I think this is a good card. I think we should get Maxi to stabilize this card's price point a little bit better, but looking at it right now, this card's pretty insane. And if we get a ban list, and this is not on the ban list, you already know what's going to happen. Chaos. You're going to have to buy these, and it's not going to be $100 anymore. It'll be $150, $200. Konami could, of course, put this in OTS Pack 10. They could easily do that. Hell, they did it to Sunlight Will. They did it to Hita. Why don't you do it to Fantastic? Oh. You want Yu-Gi-Oh! Players to buy this set. Well, unfortunately, it's hard for Yu-Gi-Oh! Players to buy this set. In fact, go to your local OTS store and ask them if they could buy any more Savage Strike. The answer is no, by the way. I have every distributor under the sun, under my belt. They all won't sell to stores because they don't have any. You have to go to, like, Walmart and get that. Which, at that point, you'll be getting most likely an unlimited version of this card, which is still $100. The market is a funny thing, isn't it, my friends? Look, moving forward, guys, looking at Pot of Extravagance. $66 for Pot of Extravagance, higher than its $59 market price. This card is roughly around $52. It's just a good card. It's a card that's now that's the thing about Extravagance. I've been saying it forever, and I feel like I'm a broken record, but I constantly said this card will slowly go down in value up until the moment it starts seeing any kind of meta play and deck that can play at a tier 1 level. Well, Can we look at the meta currently what it is right now? We know Necros has huge hype. Huge hype in Necros. I'll show you guys later on this video about all the hype. But look at that pot of extravagance. It's $66. Necros can play it, so they're going to. Guru Control is still a deck, and it recently took a bunch of tops. So Guru Control uses pot of extravagance. Altergeist has great potential, and I know you guys hate me saying this, but I want to drill it to your head to the point where you hate me for Altergeist. But at the end of the month, the Altergeist is not hitting the ban list. If they're not hitting the ban list, which they should be, by the way, but if they're not hitting the ban list, they're going to be one of the best decks with the release of all the new cards. Now, pot of extravagance with Altergeist? Oh yeah, no, they run 3. I mean, that's just the things we know about. We don't know what we don't know about. Looking at Bolo Savage Dragon card prices roughly around $14. Pendulum might die down a little bit, but I think with Pendulum Spellcasters, I'm not sure if they have any tuners. We currently have Harmonizing, which is a phenomenal tuner. We could see Bolo Savage Dragon being a card again. Oh, by the way, real quickly, I might be going to Louisville Regionals this weekend. Come by and say hi. I'll sign some cards. Moving forward though, guys, looking at Psychic Wheel, it's currently roughly around $7. It's stabilizing. It's nothing too crazy. It's just a stable price for this card right now because Yu-Gi-Oh players are wondering what's gonna happen with this card and Cherry Beanie. That's it. Witch Strike is the best card to get right now. Nobody knows about it, so you get it. Remember I said about Guru Control? Remember I said about Altergeist? Well, let's say I'm right. Let's say on the crazy chance V is right about something. Well, if that's the case, why not Witch Strike? That's the best way to combat both decks. It's the best way. You instantly win. This is a free win card against Altergeist and Guru Control. You think Red Reboot's the best card? That card's trash compared to Witch Strike against Altergeist and Subterra Guru Control. Think about it. This card is currently $7 on the market, by the way. You go on eBay, I bought German ones for $10. Spicy. For Rarity Horse. But no, if you want to go on here, you can buy for 7s. You're saving a little bit around 8s on eBay for regular ones. And for extra 2, you get German ones. First editions. They look really, really, really German. Then moving on to the market, guys. Let's talk about Soul Fusion. Now, with the hype of Soul Fusion basically gone, with the anticipation of pulling cards like Dangerous Tsuchinoko and Thunder Dragon Colossus essentially gone. Essentially. Now, not 100%. We know Tsuchinoko's coming out as Prismatic Secret Rare in the new Konami literally said, hey, listen, guys, I know I messed up about Megatons. I'm really sorry. You like Prismatic Secrets? And we're like, yeah? We cool? Bro, we cool. Like, Konami can literally ban, like, just a bunch of cards in the meta that we all love. And they'll go, oh, my bad. Prismatic Secret Rares? And I'm not gonna lie. I would be like, Konami, I didn't even want those cards. I want these cards you have. As long as none of them are banned, Konami, don't do that. It's not cool. But yeah, it's my favorite Secret Rare. My favorite rare in the game is Prismatic Secret Rare. They're gorgeous. But looking at cards like Dangerous Tsuchinoko coming out Prismatic Secret Rare, awesome. That's the first Danger Monster reprint we're getting. Now this is pretty huge because I think Konami's gonna go, you know what? They're hungry for Prismatic Secrets. They're hungry for Dangers. We're just gonna make every Danger Prismatic. Why not? Seriously, think about it. We got Tsuchinoko. Why not go the full boat? And you know what? Those Nightmare Monsters, super rares for poor people. How about Prismatic Secret Rare Nightmare Monsters? That would be really cool, Konami. And I think Konami can easily do that. I think, once again, they're gonna make this new Megaton way better than the Megaton last year. And this is the way to do it. Thunder Dragon Colossus has been teased as ultimate rare, and for that, the hype and the tease of Colossus being ultimate rare has dragged this card's price down to about $35 right now. Then you got Trap Trick. We don't know what's happening in reprint. It's gonna be a good. There's a good indication this card's gonna get a reprint eventually in the future. Our current price point has this card pegged at $29. It was $33 though. Chaos Dragon Legionnaire has no reprints that we know about. It's about $14, and then everything else in this set is basically worthless. If you are looking to play Thunder Dragons though, I recommend buying like Dragon Dark and buying the whole package minus Colossus and waiting for the OTS 10 coming out. Dual Power. Let's talk about Dual Power. So the current price point of Infinite Permits is roughly $41. Infinite Permits Secret Rare from Finished Destruction, it's about 65s. That's unlimited, by the way. Market price of Secret Rare Infinite Permits is about 67s. And when you look at the first editions, they're around about $66. 66 as opposed to 41. This gap is huge between these two cards. It could be because of the rarity. It could be because Yu-Gi-Oh players looking at Dual Power just going, God damn, this set is a pain. As far as getting Infinite Permits because it's a short print. Or it could be the fact that Yu-Gi-Oh players are like, I'm not getting rid of my Secret Rare Infinite Permanents. You keep your Ultra Rares, I'll be a Secret Rare. Rarity Horse are a real thing. We are sick, and we don't want any help. Looking at other cards in Dual Power, though, like, okay, So dual power is about 30 bucks. So unless you pull infinite permits, you're probably gonna start losing money. Looking at dual power, Ghost Spell Haunted Mansion is currently about $13 to $14, down from its a little over $14 market price. It's starting to go down a little bit. Cyber Dragon Nasher is going down. It's about $12. Evenly Matched is about $12. Borlow Dragon is about $9. Ash Blossom Majority Spring is about $9. Hasn't changed price. This card actually has not changed price since release. It's been $9, and it dared anyone else to change its modify its price point. Hasn't been done. Necklace of Brionic, you say? I was about $7.50, almost near $8. Ghost Ogre is about $6. Magician of Chaos is it's a short print that we didn't know was short printed, and now we do, and it's about $6. So what I'm trying to show you guys is, looking at dual power, it's about 30 bucks a box, let's say. Now let's say you do not pull infinite permanents, okay? You don't pull this. Let's say you pull all these other cards. If you're lucky, you'll make exact value. Because you're not going to pull doubles in a box on average. Some might, and I know you guys will comment, oh, V, I pulled 3. On average, you're going to pull, like, let's say 1 in each of these. So you'll have 6 packs. It'd be 12, 11, 9, 8, and 6. Well, if you pulled the spiciest 6 packs without infinite permanents, you'll make some money. The problem is getting rid of these cards because the market's so flooded with them. The problem is not only getting rid of the cards because the market's so flooded with them, the problem is battling these cards, which price points, as I pointed out and I've shown you guys, are declining every second. That is the problem with infinite permanents. I mean, well, yes, but dual power. This is such a great set. Everyone opened so much of it that they threw it all on the market, and the prices of a lot of these cards tanked heavily. Ghost Spell and Haunted Mansion previously price was $20. National was $24. Evenly Matched was roughly around 15. Spoiler with 15s. Ash still at 9s. Brionic, God, I think it was 25s, 26. Ghost Ogre was like more like 8. Magician of Chaos was $1. Looking at it right now in infinite permanents, I mean, dual power. I keep calling it infinite. Can we just call it infinite permanents? Looking at dual power, it's a great set. Don't get me wrong. It's just everyone opened this to high heaven. Threw the cards on the market, and the market just got flooded. Now, can these prices go up in value in the future? I think some can, absolutely. Would I invest $10,000 in dual power? Yes, if it was initial release. Yes, if it was day 1. No, right now. Because what happens is you invest, let's say you take $20,000, $10,000, whatever you think you took, and threw it in dual power. Here's the issue. You might be able to make your money back. Absolutely. It's going to take a long time. And not only make your money back, you might even make some profit, but it's going to take a long time. So you'll get dual power, you'll throw it on the market, you'll crack everything open, you'll throw cards like Infinite Permanents for that quick sell, and the rest of the cards, you might want to hold. Maybe you'll throw Ghost Spell, maybe you go Nasher, maybe you throw Evenly Matched, and maybe it'll make you near your initial investment, maybe. And then you have all these other cards you have sorted and categorized, and all the time you invested in this, which is a lot, by the way, if you're opening that much product. And then you guys sit there and go, okay, I open a crazy amount of product, I have all these cards, and now I gotta wait till they periodically spike in value. At that point, I'll make some pretty good money. Up until you realize that everybody else opened dual power and is doing the same exact thing. Up until you realize the fact that your initial investment, the initial actual amount of money you're going to make off this set won't come from a long time ago, it will come sporadically. It'll come in very small hits and dosages. So that money that you took and put in dual power, you literally kind of wasted. Because the amount of time, the amount of effort, stamps are also a thing. Obviously, if you sell Infinite Permanents for $41, you're not getting a $41 bill in the mail. You're getting way less than that because it would cost for shipping. You obviously want to ship with tracking. What it costs from the seller fees. So yeah, no, you're not getting $41. You're getting way less. You're actually, in the long run, losing money. And if you even make a little bit of money, you're definitely losing time. And time that you're going to be put to making money on the market. It's just something I just don't agree on. I think sealed Yu-Gi-Oh product, unless it's day 1, unless it's pre-order, it's just an egregious waste of time. Because that time and that money can be put towards other things. And I've shown you in the market in any of my videos how Yu-Gi-Oh players are like, I'll just grab this one card and run this market. And I dare anyone to challenge me. That is a smart buyout, because that's a buyout which everyone needs, especially if it's done properly. Like, if you had that money and you bought a pot of extravagance for when it was $50, or even talk to people that own a crazy amount, and say you got to have $45, well, the money you would have made from that alone, that fast, would have been pretty more significant than the money you would have made from this set, in which you have tons of cardboard, some of which is not going to go up in value ever, some of which will have potential 2, 3, 4 years down the line. It's just not good, not a smart investment. Moving forward, Flames of Destruction Ghost Bone Whole Dimension is currently $23. Market price of this card roughly around $31. It's going to be going lower in value, obviously. It's a good card. I like it. I can't wait to buy myself some of these. But not now. You go lower, and we'll talk Ghost Bone Whole Dimension. Nightmare Unicorn, roughly around $30. Sure. This is why I need to reprint already. Nightmare Corruptor Bleeds is roughly around $20. It's going lower in value. Market price of this card roughly around $22. Vampire Sucker, which should be $22. Now it's roughly around $19. I mean, it's not a huge drop, but can you go lower, like 10? Then look at cards like Rolex Succession. It's just not even cool. This costs $13. Not worth it. It's not worth it. You have these. You sell these. It's not worth $13 at all. Nightmare Griffin's starting to come back down. It used to be $10. It's roughly around $9 right now. Looking at Cybernetic Horizon, Borrowsword Dragon is now stopped. It was hitting some dumb numbers, 80, 90, maybe even $100 at certain stores and vendors. Looking at Borrowsword Dragon right now, Cybernetic Horizon is market price is $65, but realistically, Borrowsword Dragon is roughly around $62. Now, that's where it stopped. You could say anywhere from 60 to 62, but that's where Borrowsword Dragon currently stopped. That's where it's hovering at right now. And I think Borrowsword Dragon, as we move forward to its reprint, would slowly, and I mean like a snail, slowly start going lower in value. Up until Nationals, and after Nationals, this card price is going to tank heavily with the reprint of Borrowsword Dragon as the same exact rarity. So let's keep that in mind, guys. If you are looking to buy Borrowsword Dragon, it's going to get reprinted. Danger Nessie is $30, and once again, this is the fear of all dangers have this fear now because we saw one get reprinted, so the chances of other ones getting reprinted is pretty good actually. Look at Danger Nessie, Cybernetic Horizons, roughly around $31 for unlimited. First edition is about $34. Market price has a card roughly around $36. This Jackalope, $17. We're seeing over here about $16 in the market price, and Bigfoot. Actually, Bigfoot stabilized. It's about $17. Bigfoot don't care. It's like Bigfoot's like, if I get reprinted, who cares? Bro, just whatever. Here I am. The thing about like dangers, I think, is the fact that the meta prismatic they get reprinted, all of them. This set's trash. Like I think Cybernetic Horizon is future trash. That's good now. I think Cybernetic Horizon is gonna be just blown out. Borrowsword Dragon's gonna lose its value. I think Dangers will lose their value. And then what's next in Cybernetic Horizon? Well, Cyber Dragon players, I haven't forgotten about you this whole video. This is your set. Because Cyber Dragon Seeker might go back up in value. Cyber Reps might go back in value. Not because these cards are good. We know that Cyber Dragon players, they're not good. But they say Cyber Dragon in them, Cyber in them, they're going up in value. I think. Moving forward, guys, Sky Strikers is now the best deck in the meta. But look at that Sky Striker Engage. It's $36, as that one shows right there. Market price has a card roughly around $40. Widowmaker is going back down. Market price is roughly around $30. We're seeing about $28 for Widow Anchor. 27 you count as a lightly played unlimited one, and we're done with. I think everyone's just like, give us the ban list, and strikers are hit, then they're done with it. I mean, strikers take any hit you can play as a butt, basically done with the deck right now. But what I think is Konami's not gonna hit it. Konami's making an Ultimate Rare Sky Striker card. Konami's making Sky Striker Engage as a reprint at the Nationals in preparation for the new format, which I think Konami's gonna hit the Sky Strikers right before the new format, but that's another video. Looking at it right now, I think Engage might go back up in value, and it's kind of having a little bit of a fear in the market. Like everyone's worried about this card getting hit or strikers, and maybe they might be right. But if they're wrong, Engage is gonna hit at $55 again, easily. If we don't get a reprint by Nationals, Engage will hit 55s. Looking at Widowmaker, 35s, not even a maybe. Once again, this is if Konami does not hit strikers, which is a very good. I mean, it's a good indication that they really won't. Looking at the reprints happening. Necros Cycle. Now, it was $9, but it cooled down. It's rare from 2015 Megaton. It's about 6s. What? You want the Secret's Attorney? No big deal. It's $6. Cooled down from a $7 price point. I mean, don't worry, guys. You'll be able to have the ability to grab Necros Cycles after Nationals. So if you want to play Necros before Nationals, well, enjoy paying $6 for Necros Cycle. $7, $7. Enjoy doing that. Or you go until after that. Like, this is Konami. You really mess up the release date. I'm not sure if you did this on purpose or it was an accident, but it just makes you look really incompetent when you do something like this. And then don't put it in dual power. And then give us a release date after Nationals, in which you players obviously want this for Nationals. Not too bright. Looking at Herald of Arc Light. Well, Necros. That's what this yells out to me. Necros. First edition Herald of Arc Light is $24. Higher than an $19 market price. Unlimited versions are $20 from original print Herald of Arc Light. 2015 Mega Pack Herald of Arc Light. Well, they're $25s. Higher than a $20 market price. And when you look at the new challenges, the special edition. Which one was special edition? I felt like one was special edition. I think I messed up. No, this one is. Right? Why is it 2? It's special edition, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. Special edition new challenges Hero to Arc Light. Well, the price was a cool $18. After that, it hits roughly around $20. Higher than its $15 market price for Hero to Arc Light. Now, I think this is all hype. I think this is all going to blow over. I don't think Necros is that blow of a deck because they still need cards to come off the ban list. But, and I think every Necro player has this mentality. The second those cards come off the ban list, Necros becomes a house. Now, let's say we get a ban list, nothing happens. Necros goes, Yu-Gi-Oh! Players go build their Necros decks, they're going to regionals, and they just start getting washed. What would happen to Necros after that? I mean, we gotta look at the pros and cons of the scenario. In this scenario, the cons is cards like Hero to Arclight, cards like Original Print Secret and Necros, cards like Cyber Angel, Ben 10 go down in value. They tank hard and fast. Like really hard and really fast. As Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are panicking, throwing away the Necros, grabbing another meta deck to get ready for Nationals, Regionals, the coming YCS. They panic. But, let's say the opposite happens, and this is where it gets really messed up. Necros comes out of nowhere, just slams Sky Strikers, looks at South Americans and laughs at them, and just slams them. Let's say that happens throughout regional weekends, throughout locals, it happens in the next 2 weeks. Well, cards like Hero to Arc Light get bought out to nothingness. Cyber Angel Ben 10, you can't find any, literally just can't. The super rares are bought out. Hell, they might even buy the commons if it's that hyped. All the ultra rare stuff in dual power actually goes up. Like, all the ultra rare goes up in value. And the secret rare prices of Necros, they hit some pretty crazy numbers. Now, in my opinion, I think Necros aren't going to do as good. I think it's really hype. I wish they would do good. I wish you look if you are playing Necros. But I don't think they will. But if they do, that scenario is doomsday scenario in the market. And I'll cover it, guys, so please make sure to subscribe. Alright, up next, guys. Listen. The meta is shifting, the meta is changing. We're going to be having it soon by the end of the month. We're going to be having a lot of the new OTS coming out. We're going to have the new structure that come out. The meta is going to shift. No questions in anyone's mind this is going to happen. So what do you have for a shifting meta? Well, I created a little shifting meta package. The package is called Ghost Reaper Winter Cherries. Now, it's been reprinted at High Heaven. You can get the dual power ones for like $2. Legendary Collection Kyber, which is the same ultra rare rarity, it's about $2. Advent calendar, don't even look at it. The joke, they're $3. I'm just gonna buy this for $3. Stop, please. 2017 Megaton Secret Rares are almost near $4. But if you're like me and you want to really invest in the market and you're a rarity whore, which is the best Ghost Reaper Winter Cherries? Well, obviously, Shining Victories for first edition Secret Rares. But looking at the card market price of this card, it's $6.50. Looking at Unlimited, it's $6. First edition Ghost Reaper and Secret Rares, that's the one you should be looking at. You got a first edition Let You Play. You got one over here, about $7. And then after that one, they're roughly around $8, and they go higher and higher in value. They scale almost to 9 at the end of this page, on page 3. Looking at Ghost Reaper Winter Cherries, I'm dead serious. I think this card's going to be going up higher in value as Yu-Gi-Oh! Players opt to play this card to stop big, strong decks as we move forward in the meta. Once again, I think the meta is shifting in a big way, and I think this card's almost going to be a needed card. Also, Dimensional Barrier. Seriously, you know, the card says stop everything extra deck wise, minus links. Minus links, this card says your extra deck, don't do that. You know, extra deck things like pendulums. Once again, I don't know if pendulums going to be a good deck, but if they are going to be a good deck, D-Barrier laughs in their face. I don't know if Necros is going to be a good deck, but I do know Dimensional Barrier says, hey Necros player, don't use your engine for this turn. Can you still live? You can't? Oh well, I guess you die. This card does that. This one card that everyone's forgotten about that just blows my mind because I keep looking at people and I go look at the meta and I go, Necros is gonna be good. This one card shuts them down. Pendulum's gonna be good. This one card shits on them. Like this card is stun and move forward with the game state. The card. It's insane. The fact that Yu-Gi-Oh! Players have not realized it is just mind blowing. I had this card. I had this video. All these cards pulled up past couple of days. Like I said, I was sick. I couldn't be able to make the video. But if you guys are part of my Discord, I went in Discord. I told you guys, D-Barrier, you better have your first edition original playsets today. I don't want to hear no excuses because I think this card is gonna go up in value. I think this card's gonna show huge potential because it shuts everything down. That's not links. And guess what? A meta is not all links. It's everything else and links. That's the big difference. Now, looking at D-Barrier, you get a common one. It's about 85 cents, 89 cents. No big deal. You get a 2017 Megaton one. Secret Rare, it's $2. Dirt cheap. Original print D-Barriers, that's going to be a little bit different. Looking at original print D-Barriers, the market price is showing to be about $3.60. We'll go right into Unlimited. It's about $3.39. It's about $3 for Unlimited D-Barriers. $3 to almost near $4. And when you get first edition, you got one over here for $4. After that, it hits near $4, and then it gets a little wonky. It starts hitting 5, and this is only one-ofs, by the way, for D-Barrier. That's a one-of, that's a one-of. The other one was a one-of. As far as the next, like, playset of D-Barrier, this guy has 28 of them, and it'll be at $5, and that's the wall. After that, it starts going higher and higher in the market. What I'm trying to tell you guys is, if you are looking to get ready for the new meta, if you want one blanket card for the new meta, it's D-Barrier. If you think Pendulum's gonna be good, you want D-Barrier. If you think Necros is gonna be good, you still want D-Barrier. If you're gonna play Alter guys, you really want D-Barrier. Because you activate D-Barrier and you proc Multi-Faker, spicy. It's just good. And if you're playing any kind of deck that just blows your opponent, if you're playing any deck that can OTK your opponent, just straight up OTK, any kind of Danger variant, any kind of Orcus variant, because they're good decks, they're crazy good decks, Dragon, Pendulums, or whatever it is, you still want D-Barrier, because you want to activate against your opponent, they do nothing, and they go, okay, be gentle, and you're like, oh, don't worry, I'll just put the tip in, and they just ravaged them. That's literally what this card does. So, you do what you want to do with the meta. I'll tell you right now, I have a playset of Secret First Edition D-Barriers myself, my friends do. This card definitely does it. If you guys don't want it, it's totally fine. I'm just letting you know right now, this card's okay. It's decent. So, also, guys, even though Lagia is going up in value, market price this card roughly around $8. We're seeing it unlimited versions about 6s, and then finding any first edition versions are kind of they're about it's like $8.50, and then hold on one second, it's like almost near $10, and then starts hitting like 14s for Evil Soul Lagia Ultimate Rare. Yeah, I don't know why. It's kind of weird. There's not many in the market, and its price can easily just jump up in value. I'll tell you right now, if you got $10,000, you're going to buy out Evil Soul Lagia and still have about, $9,900 to just run the rest of the market. Like, this is smart. That's a smart move. It's a good move you did there. Up next, guys, not Dual Power, Icarus Attack. It got bought out. Now, looking at other Icarus Attacks, there's tons in the market, guys. I mean, tons. I mean, by the way, DT4 is really good to buy. It's currently 97 cents. Only 12 price listings. This is a great Icarus Attack. I don't own it yet. I need to buy myself a playset, to be honest with you. Icarus Attack Super Rare from Wing Raiders is 48 cents. And the reason why that's important, because the same Super Rare Icarus Attack that's in Dark Legends 4 is not that. Market price of Icarus Attack from DR4 is $19. Looking at it over here, guys, we're seeing it about $27 for Super Rare Icarus Attack. Now, the question is, hey, do you own Icarus Attack? Any of you guys own Icarus Attack Super Rare from DR4? My answer to you is yes. Oh god, I own 3 Blackwing decks, different versions. I love Blackwing. It's one of my favorite decks. You damn right I own Icarus Attack. I love this card, and I'm not selling it for $27. You better add a couple of more zeros on there for me to consider selling one of those cards, because I just love Blackwings. I'm a rarity whore. And when I had Blackwings, by the way, little fun fact, a little side note about your boy V, by the way. When I had Blackwings when it first came out, I was working a crappy job and I had no money, and I had bare bones Blackwings. I had the deck. Vibes were expensive, but I didn't have the high rarity stuff. That never came. High rarity V came way afterwards. So I just want to throw it out there for anybody that thought I always had max rarity from birth. I was born with a max rarity Blackwing deck and Light Swans going, meta, come at me. No, I literally hadn't. I just had none of these cards. I just didn't. I had bare bones at everything, and then eventually I slowly started just doing what I'm doing, and then here I am. Now I have some. Not all, but some. One I definitely do have is my Blackwings, because at the time I didn't have it, and I really felt bad, because I really wish I had max rarity Blackwings, because they look good. Okay, hashtag Q for V. Pablo, thank you for your question, says, hashtag Q for V, ever given thought about doing market watches on other card games, Magic, Pokemon, or the other major ones? Well, not Pokemon. I'm just not good enough to do Pokemon. I'll be honest with you. I don't think I'm anywhere near even decent to do Pokemon at the moment. Could that change in the future? Absolutely. As far as Magic, I've always contemplated doing a Magic market watch. I always contemplated looking at Magic singles and talking about the potential. I'm not super good on Magic as currently in the meta. I mean, as far as predicting prices, but I feel like doing a market watch for Magic and Pokemon, you don't even need to predict. I mean, I'm not sure about Pokemon, but definitely for Magic, you don't need to predict as much as you need to discuss the prices, discuss a little potential, and move forward. And you can do a lot of cards, and I think maybe in the future I might have another channel, not on this channel, maybe I'll do another channel in which I'll do a Magic market watch, and who knows where it evolves into, who knows where it goes. And I would love it to be, have another great big YouTube channel with the Magic Gathering community. Because the ability to combine Magic players and Yu-Gi-Oh players, and realistically, my hidden plan, by the way, my hidden technique is to get Magic players to play Yu-Gi-Oh because their company's terrible. Even though our company isn't amazing, it's still nowhere near as bad as that company. I still think that it'd be something good to do, and I enjoy playing Magic, and I would love to consider it in the future. Right now, I can do it. I just don't have the time. I literally don't have the time. Even when I'm sick, I'm running around doing things. So unfortunately, I can't do it at the moment. But maybe in the future, I would love to like do magic marker watches. Would you guys check that out? I would love to do that. Let's do a final summon. He goes, #Q3. Why didn't a chair do the marker watch for you while you were sick? Chairs these days, man. So the final summon. I said final solution. Oh, whatever. So I was thinking about doing skits, and I would love to know what you guys think about that in the future with the chair. Would you guys like to have skits with the chair? I don't know. I gotta find a way to give the chair its own voice. The chair needs to speak for its own voice. But I was thinking about doing skits in the future with the chair, which we call T, I guess. That's the. I just said T because I'm not really creative with the naming, and the chair's name says literally T on it. So maybe in the future I'll do skits with the chair. Who knows? Anyway, guys, thank you for your questions. I really appreciate you guys. Subscribe if you haven't already, and please make sure to hit the like button and comment down below. It's your boy V, and you paisanos. You paisanos have a good day.